No? They tell me the pan's too small?
Yeah.
You gotta be shitting me.
When you get to prison, the first thing you got to do is make sure you don't become a victim, and you're going to fight or do whatever you have to do to anybody that's going to try to do something to you. Once a week, somebody's getting stabbed, or somebody's getting killed, or somebody's dying from an overdose of heroin.
30-foot walls, you know, every guard's got a big old machine gun waiting for you to mess up so he can plug you. It wasn't easy. They said for 3 to 5 days, you could see the fire burning all the way to Albany, Oregon.
After the riot in 1968, the warden challenged the inmates to come up with some ideas for recreation. That's how the Highwallers got started.
Under the watchful eyes of guards who shoot to kill, the Highwallers racing team work on the 01 Special. It's their means of achieving some success.
Yeah, the Highwallers were the only race team ever. The only group of inmates that got together and built a race car and maintained it from inside the walls of a maximum security prison.
Dayco Racing Gas and Jones Racing Products all helping Kenny Wheaton out of Redmond in the 01 Special.
And this lasted from 1969 until 2001.
Being a Highwaller, you were kind of an elite inmate, as you got to travel around through the prison system, in the walls, going to different places, to the car shop and the different industries and stuff like that there to get different work done.
One of the most positive things about the program is, even though you have to deal with all kinds of people, and when you're locked up in prison, you even got to deal with the low-life, gutter, slimy pieces of shit. When you walked into our shop, all the bullshit stayed outside the door. Now, when shop time was done, well, then it was back to, you know, jailhouse rules. If we had an issue with somebody, we could deal with it in the shop, as long as nobody got too bloody or beat up.
All the time that the Highwallers were there, a lot of the people that lived in Oregon were under the misconception that the team was being run with prison tax money.
No, the public did not pay for that. The taxpayers of Oregon did not pay for this program. We had to win. If our car didn't win, we didn't race.
You just feel accomplishment, self-esteem really gets built up, pride. Kind of like a woman having a baby, you know what I mean? I mean, it's the greatest thing in the world for her. That was our kid, that was our baby. It was us, it was part of us out there. Oh man, you couldn't beat that. That's better than a piece of ass, you know what I mean? I mean, it was like, ah. You know, and you go back to the joint and you tell, yeah, we won, man. Everybody's going, yeah, you know, and rocking and rolling the place.
As a racing team, we're already successful. It doesn't have to win. It just has to leave here in one piece and be able to race out there on the track to be successful. Me and my estranged wife, we got into an argument. We both pulled a couple of pistols, went about getting into a gunfight. She got shot, I got shot, she died. I went to prison for 20 years of hard time. As he got out, Well, now you joined a racing team, and now you're really an elite person, because now you're not only a Highwaller, but you're also a member of a racing team that's on the streets racing. Workbench.
If it comes in last, it's still a winner. If it comes in first, it's a winner. If it comes in third, it's a winner. And as long as it goes out and comes back, it's a winner to me.
I went to the big house for shooting an Oregon State Trooper. I served 10 years of a 20-year beef. I crashed and destroyed 8 cop cars that night. They came after me and I said, fuck this shit. And I got my buffalo gun out and I shot him. Fifth-wheel trailer here, and it's me, my daughter, and her mom, and 3 freaking dogs, and I get $500 a month to live on, and you know, so you do things that you ain't supposed to do. You know, kids need clothes, you know, food. And when we go to the church and we get food, I mean, can't afford to really buy a lot of food out of the store because, you know, $100 doesn't even buy a grocery sack full now.
I had a couple of small children, you know, 6, 7 years old, 2, a boy and a girl, and that was a bad thing there for them and for me and for everybody. I used to see my son a lot, but he died when he was 30. That was about 7 years ago. It was a sad case. He had a heart problem.
Yeah, the Highwallers turned my life around. They provided me with the skills and opportunities to do a good job on race cars all over the United States.
The recidivism rate was so low, I mean 5% only went back, and it's 60% normally. I mean, just think, there's 55% of the inmates that never went back. They shouldn't have built more prisons, they should have built a bigger racing team.
I'm where I am because what I learned as a Highwaller. You know, I was a 19-year-old kid. You know, I'm 51 now, almost 52, and I'm still a Highwaller now. There is a lot of public interest out there, and the public is really willing for programs like that. You know, the Highwallers is the most positive thing there ever was, for me, anyway. Or I'd still be in.